Hey guys, Justin of the Auto Expositor, and I need to thank the group of people who are not afraid to say that they were not united in what I had said last night. I want to thank you guys for proving what we had said all along. Now, the mark of the beast. I think it's literal to some, spiritual to others. I think what it comes down to is the worship of self. The opposite of man. Like I was saying yesterday, I just believe that I went too far in my convictions. Take a look around, all around this world, with reality television, all these social activist groups, all this kind of stuff. To me, it looks like it's all based on vanity. The RFID chip promises an extended life, possibly forever. This is great for those who worship themselves and wish to live on this material world forever. Because I don't wish to do so. I don't wish to be here forever. To me, that mark means nothing to me. Because my fear of losing my eternity with the Lord is far greater. I believe I'm justified in saying that for my own individual self. For the great commandment is to love God with all your heart and your soul. But the mark is not necessarily the chip. I think it's always been here in many different forms and fashions. To say that it is the mark, I still believe is wrong. It is a mark. It is a deception that God has allowed Satan to tempt others. But God has the plan that is far stronger than anything Satan could ever dream up. For us, it's vanity. I strongly believe it's about vanity for us. That if we think that there's something we can do to become like God, like the oldest trick in the book, then we have lost our fear of God himself. I believe it's where your faith is. But as for the literal mark, it could certainly be a mark, this RFID chip, but not the only one. This is what I was trying to talk about. That to say that it's the mark of the beast, I still stand by it as a false teaching. Because it doesn't have to be the mark of the beast. It could be whatever Satan can fool us individually or as a group with. Part of this could be my selfish desire to be righteous. Something that I'm having hard troubles to let go. And that could be my mark. I could be a wolf in sheep's clothing, and I don't know it. I highly doubt that wolves know that they are wolves in sheep's clothing, or as they're trying to pretend to be sheep. I think that we have all been given the ability to discern this. And this is what I'm trying to help others to do. What I need to learn is that it's not my place to do so. It's God's. That I cannot do God's work without God being first in my life. This is what I've learned, and I want to thank everybody for being able to have the courage to rebuke me in those comments, to be able to show me the error of my ways, using reason, using scripture. Something that like I was saying, experts have not been able to do, as I have debunked the crisis actor theory. They have not been able to use reason. The only response I see from any of the four, Press Reset Earth, Professor Doom, Red Silver J, and Free Radio Revolution, the only message I've seen after 2 days just came in from Free Radio Revolution in the form of a personal attack only. For this could be personal, but for me it's not only. I do see wolves in sheep's clothing. And if I'm one of them, well, it shall be revealed, like it was last night. What I'm trying to do is warn others that I see others, as I reveal myself, as I did in the second episode of Truth Over Unity. In that, I showed you why I could see this. Because I've been dealing with it my whole life. Dealing with wolves in sheep's clothing. Being too gullible to see it when it comes at first. But once you get too close, you will see it. And I did see it with Jeff. Now I can't tell you with the other three that I mentioned. I don't think Press is actually a wolf. I think that he's under the deception of one. These things I find extremely important to tell. We are told to expose evil. And that comes not in personality. And I know many of you think that this is a wrestle between flesh and blood. But it's not. I do see something that is extremely dangerous. And the further that you follow it, the further you may lose your own souls. So whether or not I was right or wrong last night, use your own discernment. Can you prove crisis actors? Can you? Or are we just blaming people, just as I did, and made the same mistake? More importantly, are you going to be able to correct yourself after all the blame that was wrongly directioned, or at least a direction that you can't prove was true? For that is God's, and God's will alone to show and to give the discernment unto others. I hope that the message I'm sending, I have faith that the message I'm saying, despite my errors, is not misleading you. I haven't seen any reason to think otherwise at this moment. In the case of Jeff, when he tells you that the mark of the beast, the mark of the beast, is the RFID chip. And I saw too many people that blindly agreed with this for me to not say something. I hope that explains what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, Jeff is leading you into a truth cult. And the evidence is before you. You have it all there that you can discern for yourselves. As I leave with this, I don't know if this will be the last video I make. I think the time is coming to a close But I do wish that you all get right with God, as I will do my earnest to do so myself. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day.